This is a meditation for trusting. For trust in the universe, in the divine unfoldment of your path, in the intelligence of the unseen forces working in your favor. So if you would, please take a comfortable meditative posture. There's no right or wrong way for you to do this, although it may be helpful to ensure that your spine is straight. And as you settle into your space, would you please take a nice deep breath in through your nose, following it on its way down as it fills up your core and your lungs, and holding it for just a few seconds before you let it out through your mouth. And as you continue with this breathing, invite in a sense of ease to any of the areas of you that may need it. Bring in a sense of relaxation to your neck and your shoulder area. And if there's any clenching going on in your jaw or anywhere in your mouth, you can let that go. And you can soften the area in between your brows, and go ahead and soften your entire face as you take a deep breath in and let it out. And continue to soften. Let your hands fall loose. And as you continue to breathe, invite in more ease into your being by telling yourself just mentally, everything is okay. And as you're here and now, it's okay to really just be where you are, letting all the thoughts that may have been running through your mind before now fall away. Whatever outside forces may be calling for your attention, or whatever emotions that you may have been holding on to before arriving into this space, to this meditation, you can set aside for now. And as you set the intention to be present, You can feel this emptying happening within you, within your psyche, within your being. Empty, empty, empty of all the stories, of all the anxiety, of all the stress, of any thoughts. Empty until you are where you're at right now with just the sound of my voice and the music and your breath and the sense of your being. Invite in another nice, long, deep breath. And as you let it out, acknowledge this sense of just being. Just be with yourself, only yourself. No outside thoughts. It's normal for thoughts to try to arise. Don't feel frustrated when they do, but stay where you are, stay with your being. Acknowledge the thought, and then leave it outside of this meditative space. And do you feel that? Do you feel what it is like just to breathe? And just to be? And I promise wherever you are, wherever you're at, it's perfect. It's perfect as you are. Just in your being. In this space, in any moment, you can let whatever needs to fall away. And get really present with your breath. So easy to overlook this magical cycle of nourishment from the earth, this gift of breath. This ongoing lesson and reminder to receive and release. Receive and release. And go back to the feeling of being. Simply being. You don't have to strive for any state or any particular feeling. Just notice what it's like to exist. And just right here, you can feel your divinity in and of itself. this perfection of being alive. It's so simple, and yet it gets lost in translation so easily. It's so easy to forget and to get caught up in feeling lost, or like you're not enough, or like things won't be okay, or like you're trapped, or like everything is closing in on you. But all you ever need to do is to return to your breath. How often do we get caught up in our mind stories and the energy of our emotions and our anxieties just to see that everything always ends up okay? The fact that you are here now in this space with your heart beating and your breath coming in and going out so seamlessly, so perfectly, is proof that you have made it through the most challenging obstacles that you've ever faced. And so how might our states of being so radically change if, instead of getting caught up in the thought loops and patterns of our mind, we welcome in a sense of trust? Would you please take another deep breath in, filling up your core and staying with your breath, and releasing it with a sigh. Do you ever notice that you don't have to worry about where your next breath will come from or when it will come? What about your heartbeat? Do you worry about the rhythm of it, or do you just let this cycle unfold? And what about the sun? You don't need to have anxiety every time night falls, wondering when the sun will come around again. You just know that it will. And what if you invite in this sense of ease into all the aspects of your life, into your state of being, into your heart? This sense of trust that runs so deep that you don't even need to define it as trust. It's just a knowing. say these words in your mind. Feel them in your heart. I trust in the universe. I trust in the divine unfoldment of my path. I trust in unseen forces with my highest timeline in mind. I trust in moments so sweet, so divine, so utterly perfect, that are just around the corner. I trust in my guides. I trust in my ancestors. I trust in the angelic realm. I trust in my higher self. I trust that everything is working out for me in perfect timing. Take a deep breath in and to let it out. And would you please bring your awareness back in to the space surrounding you. Go ahead and wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. And you can bring your hands up in front of your heart in prayer position with a sense of gratitude for the time that you've taken for yourself. Thank you for joining me for this meditation.